This is Vasishtha Gayatri Academy. I am Dr. Y. Venugopal, Professor of English and Professor of Law. In this video, I would like to discuss the most important topic, the first important topic in soft skills, that is God, man and devotion. You think that, how is it possible? Whether this discussion comes under soft skills? Yes, certainly under soft skills. How far, whether it is correct or not, you will arrive at a conclusion at the end of the topic. Now, let us have the discussion. Who is God? God is, whether Rama is God, or Sri Krishna is God, or Jesus Christ, Muhammad Pravakta, or Buddha. Who is God? All these are gods, no doubt about it. But this list includes our parents also, parents and teachers also. Because of that, our Vedic philosophy says, Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. That means, mother, father, teacher, these three are gods to us. And mother is given first preference here, top priority, first rank. She stands first in the rank. Actually speaking, in my opinion, father should be given the top rank, the first rank, because it is the father who takes a lot of strain for 20 to 25 years, not 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 20 to 25 years until the child settles down in life, until he completes his education, he settles down in job, becoming an earning member. So during this long trial, the father will face number of problems, number of predicaments, financial problems, worries, mental worry, duty, responsibility in profession, in family, and so on. But even then, mother is given top priority and she is given first place. You know why? The only reason is that though it is a very short duration of 10 months or 11 months of pregnancy, she has been facing a lot of pain, inexplicable and yet undescribable. That kind of pain, it is a life risk, a challenging enterprise. Even after delivering a child, she will be looking after the child for 2 or 3 years. She has to pay the personal attention. Though it is a short duration, yet it is a life risk enterprise. Because of that, she has been given the top priority, the first rank. So like that, mother and father both will be given. They are also treated to be gods. Apart from parents, teachers also gods. Why not? They are not gods. There is a separate importance to teachers in our Hindu philosophy, our Upanishads. Guru Brahmam, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. See, Sakshat, direct, he is a Brahman, direct Brahman. Brahman means a purified soul. Why he is called a purified soul, Because in spite of a lot of problems, domestic problems, financial problems and other worries, once he steps into the classroom situation, he will be teaching. All his mind and soul will be preoccupied with the teaching, the subject, the content, the components. What kind of components we have to give, how we have to inspire the student, how we have to impart true knowledge and wisdom, practical wisdom for the survival of the students. The greatest help, the unique help that the teachers do for the sake of the students. Maybe because of that, Teachers must also be treated as gods. Not only these, but also our friends and dear, friends and near and dear, or maybe our close neighbors also. Suppose we are in distress, we are in depression, we are in trouble, financial depression, or some calamity, domestic calamity happened to us in our family. Then the neighbors, our friends, our close friends, bosom friends will come to our rescue and say, "Yes, I am. You are here. Why you feel unhappy? Be spiritful. We will be coming to your rescue at all the times. Nothing to worry." If they give such type of support, moral support, spiritual support, and actually helping us in times of need, then definitely they must also be treated as gods. The only thing is, we must be able to visualize divinity through the humanity. That is the secret. That is what the entire Upanishads say. You must be able to, I mean, Rabindranath Tagore's philosophy, his entire drama is a complete poetry. Gitanjali also says about the same thing, that you must be able to visualize divinity through humanity. That means through our fellow being, our parents, our family members. You have to see God in your wife, Goddess in your wife. The wife must be able to see God in her husband through purified love and affection. To such a stage, we have to attain to spiritual stage. And in such a case, when we have come to that stage, we are also God. Aham Brahmasmi, what the Veda says. And now come to another component in this discussion, that is man. Who is a man? What kind of man? Ordinary man? Extraordinary man? No, not like that. A general man, a common man, one category. Another category, a perfect man, a Brahman. Or we can say, in English literature, when we are writing something, in the middle of the sentence, suppose we write a small letter man, it refers to an ordinary man, a common man, who is tinged with all the emotions, ill feelings, prejudices, all these ill thoughts. An ordinary man who is not transcendental. But when you are writing any article, any thesis, or anything in the English sentences, in the middle of the sentence, if we put M, capital letter, it refers to a perfect man, a Brahman, a full-fledged man who is above all isms, who has shed prejudices, ill feelings, ill thoughts, bad emotions, and all these things. A purified soul, he is called. This is about man. So such type of man will have can have the ability to visualize divinity through humanity. Sometimes our philosophy, both Western and Eastern philosophy, says that whether a person is born in a low caste or high caste, one must be blessed with the noble soul. See, for example, in our Ramayana, in our Ramayana, Ravana is born in the family of devils. Yet, he has attained to the stage of a sage, a Brahman, by virtue of his deep meditation, soulful meditation. See, he was such a man that even Lord Ishvara was drawn to him when, with the power of his meditation, tapassu. Another thing is that from our Mahabharat, Shakuni, he was born in Raja's family, that is Kshatriya, king's family, a very noble family, but he is tinged with complete bad thoughts, bad ideas, jealousy, prejudice, revenge, complete from top to bottom, poison and poison. So, a good man and a bad man. There is no good man and bad man. In fact, Shakespeare says, good and bad. What is good and what is bad? Who is good man and who is bad man? Now, it all depends upon our perception. Yes, even psychologists will also say like that. The difference here, ordinary man and extraordinary man, Brahman, is that if you are blessed with that, not by birth, but by your practice, but by your sadhana, if you are able to attain to the stage of that spiritual stage, a purified soul, you become a perfect man, a very noble man. Why we have categorized this an ordinary man and a Brahman is, it is that Brahman, it is that full-fledged man, a perfect man who can realize the true devotion. The third component of this topic is devotion. What is true devotion? Generally, people will have the wrong notion that by giving harati, camphor, garlanding the God's statue or picture, or taking hitting the coconut, putting flowers and fruits and everything at the feet of God, taking holy dip in the river, noble these rivers, pious rivers like Ganga, Godavari, and all these things. Holy dip, it is called. And worshipping God, chanting some mantras or some prayer songs, they assume themselves to be true devotees, and it is true devotion. That's very wrong notion. S.T. Coleridge, romantic poet, says that water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. Temples, temples everywhere. Devotees everywhere. Nor any true devotion can be found. So true devotion is this. We have to surrender ourselves to the God. How? What is surrendering? Nothing but offering our soul and mind to the God. Offering means here, offering soul and mind means mind is everything. Psychologists and philosophers says mind is everything. Attitude is everything in life. If mind is lost, everything is lost. That's all. That ends the matter. So here in devotion before God, we have to offer ourselves, our soul and mind to the God. And what is the purpose and why? We have to offer all these two things, these essential things, these soulful things to the God. Once we offer ourselves by way of our mind and soul, when we offer surrender, we will be completely purified. We will shed all our emotions, our ego, our isms, our aggrandizement, and all these qualities, bad qualities, will be eliminated from our mind, from our heart and soul. Then He is none else than God, divine. So divine or God or superior power in the world is not somewhere. It is there before us only. Aham Brahmasmi. I have told you already. So this is surrendering, offering. Only the noble man, the sublime man, the perfect man, a full-fledged man who is called in one word Brahman. That man can surrender himself to the God. This is the true devotion, and it's a part of a devotion, one part of devotion. And the second part of devotion is we have what all we can have, what all we can do to others, to our fellow being. We must be able to do that. Suppose a person, our fellow being, are in distress, or in the help, or in physical help, in need of physical help. We must be able to impart, we must be able to offer ourselves what all that we have possessed. That's all. We need not give our property, we need not sacrifice anything. What all we can do, that can be extended, imparted to the fellow being. See, the great person, a noble person, takes delight in offering, in giving. To take to illustrate this to from our for our day-to-day life. See, we will be working in some place, in some office, in some college, anywhere. When our colleague is in distress, he is unable to, he is in professional trouble, unable to cope up, unable to complete that target. He finds he has been in hardship, in most difficulty, how to get on in this job. Suppose we go and give him a lot of help, a good help, what all help that we can do. And by our moral support, yes, yes, I will be here, nothing to worry. What all that I can do, I can help. You can survive very well. I will do this one, don't worry. If you are able to do that kind of help to our colleague with the teamwork, team spirit, that's what is said in our management studies. Teamwork, team spirit must be there. If you want to carry out this kind of a team spirit when during your job, in your job, you must have that work culture of sharing your thoughts, sharing your talent, sharing your skill with your friend in times of need. So that kind of heart we must have. A purified man, a noble man, a perfect man will have this kind of culture. This is what is the true devotion. That means spiritually, you have to be, we have to be purified, unselfish, and at the same time, even in our day-to-day life, in our physical activities, in our existence, we must be able to impart something to our fellow being. Something we must come to their rescue. Then there is a giving. See, Bill Gates, for example, the richest man in the world. He is richest not only in the sense of opulence, richness, opulence, but also in the sense of a great soul, noble soul, sublime soul. He has started one giving charity. He invited all rich men in the country, in the world. Many people are making contribution so that they can do some kind of help, some kind of developmental, human development activities to the people. So he's really speaking, he is the great man, he is the noble man, he is the sublime character. And he has possessed the real, true devotion. See, this is called true devotion. So in the soft skills, the very first step is understanding God, man, and devotion, true devotion. Well, then we will become really intellectual, a genius, and we can survive very well in our profession, in our real life, day-to-day life, everywhere. Well, friends, thank you very much for watching this discourse, and I request you, if you are really impressed with this, kindly subscribe it and give me a very good patting. Thank you.